Hello, this is Zach from Theology Gaming. Why am I playing Project Gotham Racing 3, which was Xbox 360 launch title? Want to know why? Because it was $1.99 and I bought it earlier this year, and I was like, well, people said that these games are sort of a mixture between, let's say, the simulation car racer on one hand and the arcade racer on the other, which is sort of a weird mix, and I'm sure a lot of games have done it before, but this one in particular has struck me as super interesting. I was really just looking for number 4, but I was like, well, 3 is $1.99 at GameStop, so I might as well buy it. And I'm kind of intrigued by the way this game seems designed. Like, I know, at least from reading stuff, that the actual design was done because they had run out of time. So the career mode, which is called Gotham Career, wow, that's an innovative name, is basically a series of challenges, and a lot of it either involves, like, you know, street racing, which is just you race against everybody else and try to win, or there's a hot lap, which is they send you hurtling at top speed, and you have to complete the lap, or there's these things called kudos, and some of these require you basically to do what are called tricks, but there's kind of a lot of nuance to that. And you basically need to drift and do things like, you know, I wouldn't call them, trick is really hard to say, but basically you use the an e-brake, emergency brake, to drift into corners rather than doing what you would normally do, which is to go onto the left hand or right hand side depending on the turn, and then basically slowing down, turning at the apex so you lose the least speed, right? This encourages you not to do the best. But because it's this tiered structure of challenges, it's kind of addictive in the way that it basically makes you strive for perfection over and over and over again. And you can obviously see that in kind of biblical terms. You can, you're trying to eternally refine yourself and become a better Christian and not, sin repeatedly, because your knowledge of sin is understood, and then you basically are trying to wean yourself off this, right? And Paul's running the good run and racing towards the end, and challenge in video games is part of this. So I wanted to actually do one of these, and maybe I won't demonstrate this too well. We'll see. So time versus kudos. Basically, you need to do drifts and tricks and stuff like that before the time expires, because every time you're doing a trick, they give you extra time. I'm not sure what the exact calculation is, but it's pretty good. And I use the Evo. I use this Ferrari because this Ferrari's awesome. This one has more grip, and this one has more drifting potential, so that's the car I generally use. And I don't know what hardcore is, and I'm not even going to try, because I don't think I have the patience to just go through this over and over again, trying to get the perfect race. So I don't know what it is about this game, but like this constant feedback loop of just doing it over and over and over and over again kind of gets you invested, and you really just want to do it the perfect time. And I understand that this might not be perfect game design, and it doesn't really encourage any kind of consistency, but at some point you'll go, well, I get how this challenge works, right? Because they don't really give you all the information. Even if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, right, you'll see that you don't actually get enough of the lap information to do it right the first time, right? Oh, see, now I screwed that up. And I knew immediately, right, that I screwed up. And I have to restart this now. And since this was an early Xbox game, sometimes this takes forever to load. But you have to have, like, the proper timing, and you'll know. And look, see, there I go. There's drift 1. And then you really just want to do as many tricks as possible on this kind of thing. Oh, and you don't want to hit the wall, because when you hit the wall and I think it's in PRG3 they kind of introduce, like, oh, you hit the, oh, well, I think I might have just crapped that one out. Oh, and I think I basically messed this up. But that's because I'm talking while playing, which is not exactly a thing PGR kind of encourages. It's focus. Oh god, come on. I didn't press the e-brake hard enough. Oh, and yeah, I'm screwed. See? And then it's like, oh, well, you gotta do it perfect. And you basically have to do it perfect or else the game is not gonna give it to you. Or at least you have to do it competently enough that you can make it. That's why I'm not really that interested in doing it again on hardcore, because I could just spend forever on this game just striving for perfection here. And it's neat because, like, the way that you start wrangling the controller just to get, like, these drifts, because you're like, oh, I gotta brake a little bit to get into this turn perfectly, then I also have to e-brake in order to get that, and I also have to press the accelerator when I get out of the turn, and if I, you know, press the accelerator while I'm doing the e-brake, then I'll actually get additional points because you'll be in the drift longer. So it's like, you're trying to get this perfect balance between how much speed you can get going into each turn, and then drifting as long as possible into that turn, and then also trying not to drift and then like kill your speed completely, which can happen, as I'm obviously showing. Oh, and oh, come on, no, don't get me to this end. No, 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 get me over the. Oh, thank God. And some of these races have taken me a long time to do. I mean, there I made a lot of mistakes, obviously. I didn't know what the end of the track looked like, and I didn't know how far I was going to go. Like, I'd played this track before, but you still aren't, like, completely certain where they're going to plop you onto there. And all the races, when they happen at night, it's a little more difficult than during the day. You know, there's a lot of different nuances going on here. Alright, what is breakthrough? Race through a series of checkpoints within a time limit. Like on this, they don't care about your score or kudos, right? Like they would in this one. So I use this car, which is the Lotus. It has huge grip, and grip is pretty much necessary to get those turns correctly in doing the brake in the right way. Alright, in the load times are just horrendous. I'm gonna keep mentioning it because they just are. They're just really bad. I don't know why they take that long, but you know how it is. But it's nice. There's just a sense of progression, and each race is like, oh, I can do this, you know. If I do it enough times, I'm going to get it. I'm going to know exactly how to do it. And the game doesn't often give you a break, you know. Like sometimes you'll just spin out and, you know, that's it. A lot of times you just have to race as well as you ever can race in order to make it past the corner with losing the least amount of speed possible. There's the gate. And half the time I'm looking at the map, I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear. Oh God! See, like, I don't know whether or not that's gonna kill my time enough that I'm gonna actually be screwed. Kudos don't matter. There's a relatively few races that the kudos matter, so. As I had recently discovered, really, I have been trying to drift into every corner, so I was getting massive amounts of kudos while also doing the time races, and at a certain point that just was not viable, so I stopped doing it. And it's weird, on these turns, you actually want to let go of the gas entirely and not use you just want to brake into it, let go of the brake, because if you hold on to the brake, you get a power oversteer, which is a kudos thing. So what ends up happening is you would actually screw it up because you end up sliding into the turn. This car might be fast enough because I'm getting additional time for each gate I'm going through. Okay. Some of these screw me up because, like, you can't see the actual turn. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what? I wasn't pressing the gas enough. See, and sometimes you just don't know how far it goes, so. And you get tantalizingly close to the goal, which is what makes it so compelling to do it again over and over again. And sometimes you just get super frustrated at the thing, and you're just like, calm down. You just have to do it just right. Or else the game's not going to give it to you, you know? Fascinating, actually. Like a game like Gran Turismo, which is what people would call a car PG. You'll know what I mean, right? You can basically upgrade any car. There's no real need to understand the unique handling of each car. And obviously on that, I'm actually going to lose more speed by smacking into the wall than I am by turning, right? So there was... And here's you get all these little nuances from whatever the predefined track is going to be in advance. So a couple rounds in, a couple times you go in and press the retry button because you know you just screwed up majorly, and there's definitely no way you're going to make it if you hopped into the wall. So it's actually better just to brake. And I'm going to imagine if you during the hardcore version, it just exacerbates all the things I'm talking about. So I'm having a hard enough time doing the medium, so I'm not quite enough interested in it. See, but you just learn all these little track nuances, and then you just keep getting better at the track, and then eventually you just hit that where you're just consistent enough on all these turns and understand that, game mechanics enough that you're not going to kill yourself by ramming into a wall. Oh, and that was unintentional. See, that was a power oversteer, I think, right? No, 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 go through the gate! Yes, okay. That will be enough time. Go through the gate, yes. Okay. I think there was one I did yesterday, just forever. Oh yeah, and you get money and stuff. But it's nice, like, this game actually forces you to learn how cars work. Each car has a unique handling way that you could do. Obviously, buying the A-class cars is going to help you out a whole lot, doing this much better. But you do kind of have to earn those cars. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Congratulations, you're ranked up. I didn't even know there were any ranks. So I guess that means I'm the best. Alright, and time run. I guess that would mean this car. So eventually you're just going to find two cars you really like, and these are the ones I like, because they're fast. Fast is fast. I'm not sure if you can do all the challenges with some of the other cars, so I suppose it's kind of unbalanced in that way. But maybe that was more applicable to the online mode, which existed at some point in time, and I don't have an Xbox Live subscription, so I couldn't really add anything to that. Hopefully I'm not going to get any copyright claims, but it looks like I'm stuck on the classical music station, so thankfully all that stuff is public domain as far as I know. Probably not the recordings, but the actual music. Oh, I did not mean to do that. See, if you press the gas in the turn, you'll get that. Which is not what you want. There's this perfect push-pull tension in these races. Sometimes it is just... Oh, crap. See, I wasn't looking. Sometimes my depth perception feels like it's off. And it doesn't show you that on the mini-map, too. So you can't just look at the mini-map. Your greatest enemy is you. Actually, the mini-map is my greatest enemy because it keeps telling me that I'm supposed to be doing certain things. Yeah, but crashing, actually drifting is also problematic. It lowers your speed to such an extent because you have no grip on the road. So even though it says you're moving forward, you're not really moving forward. Oh, goodness. Why does this look confusing? Whoa, that is hard. Okay, I'm probably screwed now. That was not exactly a U-turn. That was more like a series of deadly traps designed to make you go super slow. And here, I've had a problem with this track, I remember, because it does a little shift to the side and whoa! And then you're like, oh. Yeah, it's not quite as intense doing it. Oh, come on. I don't even know where the... See, I don't even know where the end of the track is. All I know is how much time is remaining. It's very tense. It's very tense, and your brain is saying, oh my goodness, please beat the turn. Okay, yeah. Those are two big mistakes. I'm sure I'm screwed now. Oh, come on. Although sometimes a fast car can just make up the deficit. I think it really depends on the... And sometimes these jumps can really screw your car over because you have no idea, you know, how much momentum you have going into that turn, and then you end up screwing yourself over. And I did not want to do that, but I did anyway. Oh, come on, come on! Get me through the gate! Yeah! Okay, see? Fist-pumpingly satisfying. That's Project Gotham Racing 3 in a nutshell. I don't know anything about the other games, so I couldn't really tell you, but whatever. I don't care how many kudos I got. Apparently I drifted by accident. You just have to train your mind not to do it. Now, what I hear is that actually playing in manual transmission will actually improve your performance because you can actually downshift into that, but you know what? I don't know how to manual shift a cars. I am not doing that. But I think that's enough of a cursory glance at a look to help you understand why I enjoy this game so much. And I don't, you know, it's kind of weird. $2 game, you know? Lots of entertainment. So, alright. See you guys next